go. That looks better. Now, does the hairdo look good? Which, usual answer is, of course not, because it looks like shit, as usual. Of course, as all the time it does. Amazing. That's why I like hats. Like my hats. Just for that purpose. There we go. I am face to face with my arch nemesis.
A lot of wizard stuff this stream, I guess so.
Huh?
People think wizardy things when they see me. They start having wizardy thoughts.
Wizardy cowboy thoughts, I'm imagining. What's your arch nemesis? What's going on with that?
It's slowly but surely again.
What, did you get a mango cart?
There's no doubt in my mind that had I been born in, simpler tribal times or whatever, I'd be some kind of medicine man. Some kind of crazy oracle or medicine man. Graduated from a coin lifting job to a desk job.
The mango from safe pipe? Well, I don't have any here.
Damn dog.
I only have tea.
What are they talking about?
Oh, my friend's like, my arch nemesis, the mango cart. I'm like, I don't have any. I just have weed. Weed, corporate walkthrough bullshit, and other stuff. Had that today. I literally
You had a corporate walkthrough again?
I literally showed up just in time for it, too. I showed up, and like 10 minutes after I showed up, they showed up. Because one of the courtesies, I was telling them, hey, I heard this corporate walkthrough, when it's supposed to come in. It's like, yeah, they're here. I'm like,
fuck.
I'm like, wait. When did they get here? They're like, they just got here like 5 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Because I knew eventually it would only be a matter of time before they'd find their way over to our spot. Within like 10, 15 minutes after that, of course, they're there. And honestly, though, they didn't really like bitch or complain about anything. They were just, if anything, I actually overheard a compliment that one of them was giving, saying like, hey, your chicken and stuff actually looks good. And our cook Amano was there, so he was telling him how he does it. He's like, yeah, not many other people really do it, but I try to kind of rinse off the chicken before breading it and this and that, It makes it look a lot better, and it kind of makes it last longer, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they're just like, huh, noted. So I feel like, maybe they're going to try to use the whole, like, hey, maybe, like, put some of the chicken over water a little bit, before breading it. Which, honestly, I do that, too, and it turns out a lot better. Because you get a lot of that kind of, like, goop and juice. Yeah, that just kind of sit where it sits in. So... yeah, but I know they were kind of talking about the China case in our sandwich area, because that's just been, like, drained with nothing for a while now. Mm-hmm. So I knew they were saying some shit about that, but I don't know what. Because I knew our cook Wing was all like, man, fuck this, blah, blah, blah. He was kind of in a little bit of a mood after they showed up. So, I don't know what that was all about, but, I mean... I figured, when I see Tabs tomorrow, I'll ask her about it, because as soon as they showed up and left, she was like, okay, I was supposed to be gone, like, this amount ago, I'm out, you need anything?
Yeah.
She didn't even, like, bother, like, doing her usual, like, alright, any questions, concerns? She was like, you need me, anything? No? Good, bye. Like, she was just out. Like, and... I mean, all in all, I don't blame her. You have 2 messages now? Oh, shit. Aaron, what is it? Oh, you got one. Wait, so you actually got a mango cart? Are you actually gonna drink it?
Pretty sure Ricky Gervais posted it.
I'm gonna go with
if not, I mean, save it for me. Next time we meet. I'll take it. But if you end up drinking it, then let me know. If you end up not finishing it, then put it in like a bottle or something. I dead ass will finish it. I don't care. I don't care if it's been open and it's like a few days old. I also stumbled across the Ultimate MILF Mobile. I did see that. I just didn't have enough time to really like respond to it or anything. 2000 ho. Is it a 2000s? I kind of saw it and I was just like, oh god, I need to share some more next, but just haven't gotten a chance.
Some commentary.
Twin engine Volkswagen Golf Rex. 2000 HP horsepower.
Did some filming today, filmed some episodes.
Rex Havoc at Texas drag racing event with 2,000 horsepower. Oh my god, dude.
Tentatively.
Yeah, I'll share this. I'll send it to
Kyle and friends on
I'll send it to his Discord. I just need to
2 p.m. Eastern.
I just need to see where I can share it here real quick. There should be a share thing.
I haven't talked to Kyle in a long time.
Where is it? On mobile, it's kind of a little hard to figure it out. Oh, wait, here.
So that'll be fun.
Yay! Alright, I figured it out.
Set your calendars to catch that shit.
I don't think they can catch it.
Oh, shit. I was kind of overhearing that. Paul's gonna fucking go on Crystal and Kyle and Friends.
The way it works with TJs is like
That's gonna be kinda
the
cool.
video goes out on his,
Like for $1.
back, and then it goes out
Well, for his,
Spotify.
well, just for his Discord.
Okay, cool.
For his personal one.
He has nightmares about
I mean, like when you have a Discord, you have your own personal one, and then you can set up like your own Discord channel, and that's where you can have like a community Discord.
Any specific topic that I've never
But outside of that, everyone's pretty much got their own personal like Discord, where you can have one-on-one chats and join groups, obviously, and all that shit. Here, I sent it to him.
Internet, that sort of thing. Crystal's like hot and stuff.
I actually kind of like the green color on it a little bit. At least the wheels, like the rims on that car. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of like that. I kind of like the green rims. I'm not even like a fan of like colored rims or anything, but that green actually looks pretty dope.
We had in the past. Yeah, we've talked about it. I think if I remember correctly, 3 times. Wouldn't now. One of the things I'm always worried about when I go on these bigger types of shows is that the like who factor.
Mm.
You know, 'cause I don't really push myself all that hard. I know
you hate the tactical shit,
way more popular than I do.
but I got this patch for when I get my rig in.
My name's not
I'm gonna put this on it.
a big buzzword.
So eventually I'm gonna
So,
get all nice
just worried about
patched
living
out
up to people's expectations.
with some quality ones. Gotta have the quality ones. I don't know if I showed these yet on stream or not. I know I'm showing you, but
At
least for the stream. Got a Dune patch, Fear is the Mind Killer. I love the little tiny detail of where you can see the sands of Arrakis on there.
Beard is extra
I honestly like that small little detail on it. It makes it just that much kind of cooler. And that shotgun operator patch with a Mossberg 500 on it. Even though that's not the gun I own, but whatever, it's a shotgun.
I think you were on YouTube long before Kyle.
Harley would be all pissed that car would smoke his Thunderbird and be pretty much every car made. Honestly, I want it to now, just to see his reaction. I want him to get triggered out.
Yeah, I always do well.
This goddamn European queer Volkswagen piece of shit fucking beat my American Thunderbird. Like, he'd just get pissed. You wouldn't even care. He'd be calling them all sorts of fucking names. He'd call them everything in the book. Queero, fucking piece of shit, fucking, the F slur is definitely gonna pop out occasionally, probably.
Depress Kyle on how he's feeling up
Like a bit, like all sorts of shit, bro.
Gotta be some pretty heart-wrenching.
It's pretty much the fastest car in the world. Yeah, it's the car we agreed is the Milfmobile. That is true.
Slowly be like kind of plowed under.
The fastest Milfmobile, bro. I love it.
Jay and Paul are the only ones really left actually
Yeah.
standing their ground on shit.
Yeah. Not quite enough of them to matter. And it's just so weird how the shit gets recontextualized on the internet. 'Cause those of us that can remember, people still are, but like a year ago, people were simping so hard for AOC. Oh my god. So hard. And to watch
Got a
that
simp for the AOC.
and Dome and stuff play out.
'Cause, hey,
Just gets
She hot though.
told to change her vote.
It didn't even
Got a simp
count
for AOC.
to flip anything.
She didn't even vote.
Cause hey,
Changed it to
she hot
president or
go.
whatever. Garbage. Yeah. Out of all these like leftists, these people that are supposed to be like socialist, Bernie Sanders kind of adjacent leftists, like pretty much only Ilhan has spoken out against the Americans fucking ramping up the war in Ukraine and materially supporting it and using it as a little fucking.
I've seen that. I think like with the recent
and it's just like, man,
bill to like kind of put some more funds and weapons and shit, she was just like pretty much the only one who was like, nah. How about no?
There's no troops on the ground, man.
I mean, honestly, Elon is pretty much the only one. It sucks that she's an immigrant, though, in a way, because honestly, I think it sucks more that we have a law that forbids like immigrants, you know, that become American citizens from running for president. I think that's at this point a little outdated and outmoded. But since it's there, it's just like it sucks that she's an immigrant because she can't actually be like, you know, like a more presidential style voice that could potentially, you know, make a ring up in the future. She's stuck, you know, doing things like Congress and Senate. She can't go any farther than that. But in a way, that also plays to her card of willing to not give a fuck. Which is probably why she's, you know, kind of gun-ho the way she is.
But it sounded a hell of a lot like him saying that troops might have already been on the ground and that he was going to send troops to go see how brave the Ukrainians are.
Biden? I hope not. I know there was that photo op in Poland, eating pizzas with a bunch of our troops, that we also sent to Poland just after the fucking conflict started. We sent like 1,000 troops there, and then later down the line we do a photo op with them. It's like, okay.
I find it well within the power of the United States to broker it.
We gotta move some troops around, Jack, so we can do some photo ops.
Interest in us not billions and billions of dollars. We always have plenty of examples of America.
So, God, what are you doing?
Civilian populace of a nation that
You destroyed that lizard, bro.
we know how that is.
There's the fluff of its guts and organs and viscera spread everywhere because you killed that lizard.
By weapons
No stuffed toy that I give you last does it.
by the United States. Do the math on that shit.
Now the Taliban has them.
And now they're in the hands of people that are distinctly anti-American, who probably would have had a way harder time arming themselves if not.
Hey, Jack. It's alright that Taliban's all armed with all of our guns and shit. Guess we'll just starve them. We'll just sanction the fuck out of them. Then he can't do anything.
You know, and you point these things out as the Jews
It's alright, Jack.
both sides of the political spectrum, such as it is.
Just sanction the fuck out of a country after you leave, and there you go.
Country, even the online country, which usually is where you have to go to hear something
That's what I honestly find the most disgusting thing about like the pullout of Afghanistan is the fact that we sanction the fuck
not even thinking like
out of that country, out, you know, like by, you know, letting their people starve now, instead of just like, the Zooks! Instead of just like, you know, I don't know, just leaving them alone. Maybe send food and humanitarian aid instead of prohibiting it.
and the few people that
But
spoke
nah.
out against it from the beginning get called Russian assets or whatever. No room for anyone, that's why we stand up for war. Whatever it is. I was talking to TJ about it on the grease trap we filmed earlier. It's like, I want you to, because I know he's on Twitter way more than I am. And I was like, I want you to check this for me. The last couple of times I've gone to Twitter, seems like I'm seeing way less Ukrainian flags.
We can't have imperialism when then the people who live there can't have food. Political establishment. Yeah, basically. And also, there's just like the weapons dealing too, because honestly, it's just like, you know, all those weapons that were left there, you know, the fucking military profiteers, you know, make money on that. Because who's good? Because I mean, the Taliban still gets to get ammo, gets to get parts. And honestly, it's just like there's a lot of companies that aren't even in America necessarily that make aftermarket parts for all sorts of different guns. I mean, so it's just like, it could, you know, all it takes is just one company to not give a fuck and just, you know, sell ammo and parts in bulk to them, and they'll be fine. Like, yeah, their shit might be, you know, they might have some old, broken down shit, but, I mean, you gotta give the Afghanis this thing, too. I mean, they're very resilient. I mean, there's the whole Khyber Pass, arms smithing and shit. Like, the Khyber Pass is, like, famous for just random motherfuckers with their little smiths, like tiny little garage gunsmiths, just making random ass fucking guns and shit, or trying to, you know, recreate like an AK or a Luger or something like that, and or just some weird ass shit, like straight up. I mean, so it's like, I mean, you know, they're resilient as hell, and they're gonna be able to get parts and get all sorts of shit, and if not, make it their own. They'll make their own parts. Is it practical? No, but it works. At least when it comes to like gun collectors, having a Khyber Pass firearm is actually kind of a little treat, because it's just such like, because the one you have is literally a one of a kind type of thing. Like, it's just because they're just so strange in comparison to other firearms that, you know, are manufactured. Okay, I'm pretty fucking confident that the mango cart I had in Phoenix was a bad batch or rancid or something. This isn't great, but definitely drinkable. See? I was memeing a little bit. I meme about it a lot with you, but, I mean, like, all kayfabe aside, it actually is a not bad drink. Like, I mean, yeah, like, to me, it's not, like, the greatest drink, and it's definitely a very drinkable drink. I mean, at least to me, I like it. I mean, it's not great, so to speak, but it definitely gets the job done. You know, so all in all, like, yeah. That's why I was like, you hate it. I was like, how? Like, there's no way. Because it's just, like, crisp and nice and, like, a soft sense of sweetness. The mango tastes completely overwhelming in Phoenix, but there was, but here it's a little more subtle. It isn't something I would go out of my way to buy, though. Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah, like, at least, that's why I like it, because the mango flavor isn't strong, it's more subtle. It's just kind of more of a subtle sweet mango flavor, more so than a full-on, like, boom, it's just an alcoholic mango cocktail or something. It's, so, I mean, I don't know. I just have to assume that there was something up with what you had in Phoenix, because, I don't know. I don't know where they manufacture it, like where the mango cart is brewed at, but maybe it's farther away from the brewery, so to speak, so by the time it actually gets shipped to where it is in Phoenix, then it's not going to be as good because it's been sitting in the cargo and been traveling for a while, in comparison to maybe like a couple days, you know, maybe for around over here, like it'll take a day or two. But I don't know where like the brewing happens for the mango cart ales. California, I think. LA. Phoenix is technically closer. Huh. Well, then, I honestly don't know, then. I'm assuming it just had to either been a bad batch, or maybe... Yeah, probably just a bad batch, or maybe the, like, the brew that you had specifically was legit just kind of rancid. And the stuff that was bought, or by that store wasn't good. So...
by the countries around them. They're like,
There's a profound it's just one of the little at the top of your headphones. And there's so much downplaying. It's absurd. People are acting like it's like, it's just like a tiny little Nazi problem. There are just like strong historical ties to Nazis.
All delving into the Ukraine shit.
Dude, the world's largest white power music festival happens in Ukraine every year, and it's not just...
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember Vice News covering that. Like, there's straight up like a white supremacist Nazi music festival, the largest in Europe, that's in Ukraine. And it's like, what? Because most countries wouldn't allow that whatsoever, but there's nothing really prohibiting those people from doing that in Ukraine. They're just like, alright. we're kind of accepted here a little bit, or at least just allowed, to do this. So, all right, we'll go here. I forgot where specifically, but I think it's like near Lviv or some shit.
Azov battalion markings and stuff. They're trying to downplay it like these people aren't sprinkled all around Ukraine and represent a huge part of Ukrainian fucking culture. It's like it's just such a downplay going on. The shoes.
Get more of my tea.
You know?
Tablet bullshit, let's say. Oh, that thing that I saw. I mean, it was a little. It was like an article that was like, it was like different things I was skimming through when I was like checking out like different little news things this morning. And I saw that and I was like, what? So I was kind of reading through some of it and I was just like, this sounds a little fucked. I mean, so honestly, I don't know, like, how legitimately, like, fucking accurate it is, but I know the Peace Corps is a legitimate organization, so I don't know, like, 100% everything. I was meaning to say, like, I was going to check out some of the source about it, like, in fact, I was going to do that right now, actually, to see about it, because, I mean, I know one thing, though, that is true, is that there are, like, some black Ukrainians and, like, some, black people that were also trying to flee from the war who also were in Ukraine, but were being denied refugee status or just being kind of put on the back of the line in comparison to other Ukrainians and other people that are trying to flee the war, too, and it's like, what? What the fuck? Or at least at the very beginning of it. So it's just like, I mean, that definitely was a little bit of some strange, a little bit of curiosity at the very least when I was hearing some stuff about that.
Who's making distinctions?
There. Oh, let's news.
People just don't want to. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to paint all of Ukraine as some kind of neo-Nazi exclusive place. I'm just trying to say you cannot downplay the cultural influence it has and claim that it's just like one or two people sprinkled amongst the population like that. I see a lot of people like trying to compare it to the United States. Dude, Nazis here are fucking suppressed. There are no fucking golden statues in the capital of our of literal Nazis, slave owners, but that's a conversation for another day, isn't it?
Some other shit. Farm Peace Corps volunteers. It's like a whole audio thing. Yeah, it's just an audio clip. God damn it. It's like a 15-minute one. I don't want to listen to the whole damn thing. We should just transcribe it and put that in text.
Even people who think of themselves as anti-racist, a racist connotation. I think the reason that people want to draw some kind of distinction and dividing line between this conflict and any number of other conflicts that they've proposed as leftists has everything to do with the fact that in this case, there's white people being victimized, not browns. And so there's a desire to take sides. And
pretty much like all shit is basically like, here's like, the stories of people who are there. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, so at least just a quick, another quick glance in their research. There isn't really much on it, at least from what I've been seeing.
And not wanting to see them subjected to the constant horrors of war.
Yeah, maybe if I rephrase it. So.
Never actually met a racist or experienced it, not once. To my understanding, you're a black dude. Just go take a tour of the South, man. Go to some town.
African students are still struggling to flee Ukraine, and black activists from around the world are stepping up.
I don't know how you've been sheltered from that growing up, where you've grown up, but lucky you, I suppose.
The thing that pisses me off the most is like these countries making exceptions in their immigration to let in Ukrainian refugees, like refugee waiting list.
Yep.
Yeah, I found another article kind of relating to the whole like black refugees trying to flee Ukraine, or like black people in Ukraine that are struggling to actually get the fuck out. you know, whether they're like already kind of like at the borders or trying to get there. Which kind of confirms the idea that, you know, they're, at least to some extent, you know, if they're already at the borders trying to get on the other side and in more guaranteed safety, then, you know, they're not necessarily being prioritized despite, you know, being in Ukraine in a kind of a state of, you know, in a state where that is a natural war going on. So it seems like at least, you know, I was reading up a little bit, you know, from the thing that I saw this morning, it seems like a little extra flared bullshit.
Honestly, it was
Just because there might be like a little bit of, you know, things about like other, you know, black people that are in Ukraine, whether they're citizens or otherwise, you know, that are there trying to flee.
wicked ass, racist kind of like, oh, this is how they are. They're lazy and they're stupid and this. And then I would go to school, and I just happen to live in an area.
All in all, it's just like I wouldn't honestly necessarily be too surprised if there would be stories that would pop out like that, but I mean, there would have to be, you know, some, you know, actual like confirmation of these type of stories, because there's also a lot of stories of like, you know, Detroit black man going off to fight and this and that, blah 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 blah. So, I mean, it's like there are, you know, definitely black soldiers or at least volunteers who are black going out there and serving this shit. So it's more or less, I guess, hearing what their stories are. Because whether that shit is true or not is whether, you know, we hear from their side, you know, from the stories, you know, when they're actually being out there.
People are people.
Because we've got like blacks, you know, volunteers that are out there and they come back and they're like, you know, some Ukrainians kind of treat me like shit a little bit. And then it's like, oh. But again, who knows? Doubt it. It did, you know, I did have my suspicions. It's like,
Either my parents are making shit up, or I'm just.
That's kind of why, you know, I share it though, to be like, you know, to kind of see what, you know, others might think of it.
I had other friends that weren't racist, and I had friends of different colors and stuff. And it was just like contact.
It was pretty hilarious that your mom was like trying to like say you were racist.
Oh yeah, with the Indian thing.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how it got on that subject either. We were just having this like rambling conversation.
Yeah.
You know, like Native American Indian people have a higher propensity for alcoholism due to the fact that most native populations, if not all, didn't ferment drink. And so they don't, you know, there was thousands upon tens of thousands of years where their population wasn't genetically exposed to alcoholism. And so there was no resistance to it. And my mom was like, that's racist. I was like, she's like, you're implying that they're different. And I was like, I mean, they are. They you know, I mean, we're all human beings, but they grew up in a whole different part of the planet, separated from the culture that our ancestors grew up in. That means different.
She just wanted to rope you in, like, you're gonna feel the same way that you made me feel.
Maybe. I don't know. I was just like, kind of like, oh?
It says it's from the Peace Corps website, so here.
Then I asked her, I was like, well, if it's not that, then why do you think there's such a...
I read the article itself. Said it was stated on Peace Corps, so I'll check out his website.
We started talking about it. She was talking about how, you know, drunk all the Indians were or whatever. Or something. So what do you think? Like, if I'm racist for saying that they have a genetic marker, or they lack a genetic marker for alcohol consumption or whatever, which makes them way more susceptible, then what do you think? And she was like, I don't know, I just thought they were just all drunks. I was like, but I'm the racist one? Oh boy.
Trying to see if it'll,
She doesn't quite understand it yet.
At this point, I don't know that she will. And that's, you know, that's okay. I'm come to peace with that. It is what it is, you know.
Trying to see here.
Texas has the cheapest gas in the country.
I'm gonna go here. News. There we go.
When was it? Was it last year or the year before? How's the heating bill there in Texas? I remember seeing how you guys got worked. People getting charged like obscene amounts for an hour of power or whatever during that freeze.
No.
But keep bragging about it though, Texas. Keep polishing that belt buckle.
Because privatizing the entire energy grid is totally a good idea,
also
Texas.
Produces a lot of natural gas and oil as well. There's a lot of refineries and a lot of crap in Texas. So the less, oil has to be shipped, the less people can pay at the pump.
Here we go. Let's bring it to it.
We're just fucking.
Oh no, it's a different website.
Too far away. We had to stop drilling oil.
Yeah.
Texas got that cheap gas, but a winter storm made us lose our ass.
Yeah, not saying too much
I
on
love
this
how
shit.
people within Texas too were shocked when they begged the rest of the states to be like, "Hey, why aren't they sending us power?"
I can't find much.
Can't. Your dumb ass voted to
Also, Peace Corps' website is a
power
little
grid.
hard
You
to
wanna hook up
navigate
to
around a little bit.
power grid. You guys got
It's
your
a little
own
confusing.
thing down there in Texas. We'd love to send you some power. And to be quite frank, I'm a little warm. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit over here.
There really shouldn't be any private electric companies.
I mean, they didn't learn when, California privatized and went to shit.
Oops.
That's a good idea.
Ah,
It's
a lighter.
There's gonna be more and more extreme cold
Damn, lighter.
Texas. It's gonna get colder and colder, and if lest you think for a moment that a single dollar of money in Texas has been laid aside or work has been started.
Any dollar put into fucking Texas is totally not going to benefit anybody.
Fixing up some of the.
But the rich fucking mafioso goon bag motherfuckers that are fucking running that state.
Don't you, Texas?
Nope.
Not a dime.
But that's just a good old state Texas, tell you what there, boy. Take pride in that shit, tell you what. We know it does nothing but utter detriment to pretty much everybody here. Where some towns basically look like they're still out of goddamn 1943 or some shit. Not even kidding, by the way. Some of those like weird ass bumblefuck small towns straight up look like their infrastructure has been updated since like 1946 or something. I wonder what could probably help with that.
Oh, it's a sponge.
Probably modernizing their infrastructure and having it actually connected to the fucking like national grid and shit.
If it's daytime, I try and shower during the day, like if I really need my hair to dry, because if you go sit outside, and, let some air blow through it a little bit, it'll dry quicker, but that's about it. I don't know anything about hair dryers, so don't ask me. I would not put one of those things near my head.
You're like dying already. You don't like a hairdryer either.
I don't.
Man, what? So much of that shit is just about the Will Smith slap. What the fuck? My god. You see the Kyle DPR Cape propaganda video? Amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually did when I was on one of my breaks at work. That's how it proves. If they're weird ass fucking like jump cuts and shit. Oh my god.
Everybody in Texas loves Texas. Reveling in their Texasness.
Sick up, you little punk. You just killed it. You just slaughtered that lizard.
Love Texas.
You slaughtered that thing.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Have you seen this? Have you seen
Hey, buddy.
this? Have you
What's up, bro?
played this?
Come up here.
It's like the boss of the
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh.
lot of places in the
Aw.
United States are good.
How you doing, buddy?
But yes, Texas is has a particular Southwest flavor of cringe that is always on tap down there.
Where? Oh, with the zero.
William Smith slapping rock. Tune into Onion Nuggets tomorrow.
Oh my god, look at zero.
Spend 3 hours endlessly discussing it today, and then do it again tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I gotta preserve some care, and I'm already at the end of my rope. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm at the end of my rope with that fucking Will Smith slap shit. I at this point just stopped caring. Stopped giving a fuck.
I checked into it. Nothing was gonna happen. Like I was interested going to bed that.
So wait, what the hell? Madison Carter and Congress people do coke and have orgies. Oh my god. Wow. Tell us something we don't know, Madison.
The internet is not even anywhere near done with it.
And let me guess, he's only going to say Democrats do that.
It was just because we got it. That's the only reason.
No Republicans have ever done that. No, no, no.
After, I mean, we didn't see it until later. We probably wouldn't give a shit. It was just live. So it's like,
I just want to know who won, so I was finding a log of it. It was just like, it was one of those things where it was just text posts and an occasional picture of something like a live event. Like, so and so is giving a speech now. So and so is presenting best visual effects. The winner is so and so.
Did you even eat that at all, or did you just kind of smush it and then just swallow it?
I'll just check that on and off to see what's what. And I'm scrolling up and it's like,
his little
Will Smith
ears.
has just slapped Chris Rock in the face after a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett. And I was like, and I immediately went and searched it and found the video. Oh my God.
Can these ears actually stand up on their own, or are they just prohibited from doing such?
Immediately stood out.
Well, got one ear to stick up.
We'll get into it tomorrow. I'm not going to go into whether, I'm not going to argue with you whether it was staged or not. I said at the beginning of this, I think
Do you mind?
it's not. Probably. If
Do you
I
mind,
had
bro?
money on it, that's where I'd put it, but I don't,
Oh my god.
it's out of the realm.
You can't have all the shits. You can't have them all. Mm. You can't have them all at once.
Just a little
You
bit.
goofy baby. You goofy baby. Do you mind? Do you mind, good sir?
Invigorate people's waning interest in the Oscars. I'll tell you what did more to actually get me
Oh my god, bro.
interested in the Oscars. It was more important to get me interested in what was going to win the Oscars this year was their inclusion of non-studio films for the first time in a lot of categories. They did the indie films and stuff.
Thank you.
Nominated them for
Goodness gracious. Now I have actually space to scoot up.
That's what they need to do. They need
There we
to
go.
stop, get
My
away
God.
from trying to just glad hand the big five or whatever. So that was
maybe they should just combine that and the Emmys.
I think they need to do genre awards. I think they need to add a
Why does Kyle report on random sport shit?
drama.
World #1 tennis player faces
And then
Wimbledon ban. Who? What? A Wimbledon ban.
of interest to the Oscars because
Oh, just the poverty. A Wimbledon ban. Oh,
give the Oscars a chance to
can you just believe it?
movies that they just try to
#1 tennis player, and he's banned for being for the Wimbledon ban.
have some stars from the movies.
Kyle's a sports buff. I know he is, but it's just like, oh my lord. It's like, my goodness, bro. So much of it. And then he'll do things like, yo, Kanye's texts were leaked, fam. It's like, bruh. Who cares?
More movies will probably have to be released.
I don't go to you for that. Though, at least, that's obviously, at least there's just one video, so I don't have to click the video, so I don't.
So you have to be a part of
Because it just seems ridiculous.
both.
Gosh, ranked basketball teams, that would cause some major beef. Oh god, you know it would.
That get that nod. Or
You definitely know it would.
So
Stodgy old white men.
Yep.
For the most part.
For the most part, stodgy old Hollywood executives and their family and friends, and it's a lot of nepotism involved. If you know somebody, who knows somebody,
Where did that fucking little North Korea hair? Oh, there it is. Here.
So North Korea,
North Korea.
we talked recently about how they did an ICBM test and it was successful. And
I wish we could see the fucking like actual video with the audio in it, but apparently North Korea has copyrighted audio. Apparently.
Us, we're strong, we're powerful. Really, it's a defensive posture.
I wish that we could, because I'm sure it just makes it just that much better.
Back off. That's the gist of it. I'm sure all you guys know that again.
Dude, what the fuck? I just realized, like, what is, like, Kyle flexing, dude? He's flexing out, like, you know, some insane plaid.
They launched, with this, a really, really goofy propaganda ad. So let me play it for you. Now I'm gonna talk as we're watching it, because for copyright reasons, I can't play the music that goes with it. So I'll just explain to, especially everybody who's just listening, I'll walk you through it. So the first thing you'll notice is he's wearing a leather jacket. He thinks he's cool. He's like the Fonzie dictator.
Fonzie dictator.
He's got sunglasses on. I love how it's in.
I love how he has like these aviators.
Huge missile behind him. He's got like his generals with him. They're showing the missile in like a dusty garage.
Dude, that garage,
He's looking at his watch.
that fucking warehouse looks like a dusty, smoky ass room that like you'd expect in like some like, you know, some weird like obscure like Albanian like warehouse or some shit that's just like secretly storing, you know, like ICBMs or something.
It was like his general. This is great. This is golden.
I must say, dude, I love their like I do love their fucking hats. I like their hats and I like their jackets. Like, I'm not gonna lie, those jackets, that like the jacket hat combo, a little bit of some drip right there. Oh my god! Wow. The glasses that came off.
Sunglasses. Slow motion thumbs up. Oh, this is golden.
Hey.
I love this. I love this.
So my lord.
They're taking out the gigantic missile. What's so great about this kind of stuff is that because they're not as immersed in Western culture, they have no idea what looks corny and what looks cheesy and what would look badass, and so they just go full
So basically, summarizing it, everything looks corny.
corny, but they think it's badass. This is
Oh
like
my god.
1989 Steven Seagal movie type stuff here.
This is like worse than Steven Seagal. Like, you're giving him too much credit for this.
Let's see them do the test launch. They got the missile ready to go. Very phallic. You got a very phallic.
It's a very, yeah, it's a very nice dick of a... And now they're all just like,
They're screaming.
fire!
And
Glory to Kim Jong-un!
missile that can, you know, hit the U.S.
Praise be North Korea, Kim Jong-un!
Technological capability.
Kim Il-sung, praise be!
People thought they had, or they did a similar launch in 2017, but this is definitely, I think,
Shut up!
to date. There's the missile.
And,
We got more
yeah.
phallic stuff going on here.
Some more dickness, yeah, some more cock projection going on here, yeah. It's launching out into space. Yep, there it goes, doing its thing. Oh my god, bro!
Planned, exciting,
Yay! Oh my god, bro, they all look
One of the
so...
things you notice is they're not as good with the, and there you go, it's over. One of the things you'll notice is they're not as good with, like, the jump cuts and tightening everything. They don't know that people's attention span is that of a gnat. So they're like, you know, they'll draw it out a little bit and they'll go slower.
Later does the
and-
poop, take that, Biden.
In Hollywood, they would have cut this bitch in half. It would
Well,
have
guess what, Jack? No malarkey.
been more snappy. But
Not only do I poop,
they say they're trying
but I
to do
poop in
their
front of
part.
national leaders, Jack. I'm a real human man.
We live in a movie. I mean, that's what this is, right? We live in a movie. That's what this feels like to me. You got this
We're living in a movie, yeah.
pod dictator, one of the poorest countries in the world, if not the poorest country in the world, trying to flex, and it reminds you of all
Finning the
the
fucking flex and ICBM, you know what I'm saying? Dude, like, basically all of North Korea's budget basically goes into their propaganda videos at this point. Like, I mean, it just seems like that's the case now. It's like, yep, let's just do our, like, you know, All right, what is the national budget? We got 1% into agriculture, 1% into energy, 1% into, pretty much everything else. 95% into propaganda video budgeting. Zukov! Stop it. What Biden and the Pope go for peace talks to DPRK and both poop in front of the Kimmy? Oh my god, that'd be so fucking great.
Propaganda, Kim Jong-il, so Kim Jong-un's father, when he was dictator, they said, oh, he made 11 holes in one the first time he played golf. I mean, literally,
accurate.
Anybody who has ever played golf even once can tell you that is the fakest thing anybody's ever said. There has never been a more fake comment than that. There was another part of propaganda that it was either Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il never defecated. So he doesn't have to expel waste from his body because he's basically like a demigod type person. Now, by the way, I genuinely don't know how much of this is like Western propaganda where they say this is said inside North Korea and it isn't. I don't know. But when you watch a video like this that they released of their own volition, it's like you start to think maybe they really do push some of that propaganda on their population, but geez. Now, I want to calm everybody down. I don't think you're not calm at the moment, but just, again, to reiterate, dude, homeboy's not a threat to
I'm kind of chilling.
anybody but the people of North Korea, okay? And that's bad enough, and he's got the concentration camps and people eating rats and shit, all sorts of problems. Domestically, he's a menace. That's obvious. Authoritarian, totally locked down country. All that stuff is bad and condemnable. But in terms of a threat to others, this is him flexing, hoping that they're never going to make a move trying to topple him. That's effectively what it is, And
I mean, that's what. I mean, we already get it at this point, but that's what it's always about with like the regime there. It's like, hey, America, go away. We have nukes. Fuck off. I mean, because honestly, like, they're not going to be able to really like do the whole like we destroy the world situation, but America launching them back could. So they know the card they're playing when they develop that shit. I know what they're doing. So, all in all, I mean, it's just the same old bullshit if you really think about it. It's just it's just a funny, absurd video. Like, as the years go on, they get more, like, progress on how they develop their propaganda videos and shit. And it's just like, oh my god. It's just so absurd. Just not surprising, but still absurd. Yeah, I want to see about this whole mascot thing, too.
Jason Cawthorn went on a podcast. It was tweeted by the account Patriot Takes, some right-wing
Patriot Takes.
He talked about what goes on in Washington, D.C. Now, it's really interesting. I'm going to play it for you, then we'll discuss if you believe it and everything else around it.
With House of Cards. Yes, I am. With Kevin Spacey and I forget who else was in it. But anyway,
Really well done show.
Very well done
Very
show.
well done show.
But it was so dirty, and it was about this congressman who was Kevin Spacey, who was, I think it was minority.
You fuck with us, we blow up Seoul. Well, Japan too, technically, yeah.
Or majority.
It wouldn't be necessarily directed to us, lest it be Alaska, basically.
What was it? Yeah, and so, anyway, very powerful guy. And it was just kind of like his secret life of all this corruption and power and money and perversion, and it was just dirty. How much, in your opinion, because you've been behind the veil, is this fictitious show, or is this more closer to like a documentary? Is it that bad?
So I heard a former president that we had in the 90s was asked the question about this. And he gave an answer that I thought was so true. And he said, the only thing that's not accurate in that show is that you could never get a piece of legislation about education passed that quickly.
And everything else is good?
Aside from that, I mean, the sexual perversion that goes on in Washington, I mean, being kind of a young guy in Washington with the average age of probably 60 or 70, and I look at all these people, a lot of them that I've looked up to through my life, I've always paid attention to politics, guys.
Ew, you look up to politicians, gross.
Then all of a sudden you get invited to, like, well, hey, we're going to have kind of a sexual get-together at one of our homes. You should come. And I'm like, what did you just ask me to come to? and then you realize they're asking you to come to an orgy.
Yeah.
Or the fact that, there's some of the people that are leading on the movement to try and remove, addiction in our country. And then you watch them do, a key bump of cocaine right in front of you. And it's like, wow, this is wild.
I like Kyle's response immediately to this. Juicy deeds. Honestly, though, why you fucking hiding the names? Drop some names, buddy. I mean, it's like, I actually kind of want to know some names a little bit. Maybe more, he said, those who want to try clean up. That's pretty much, most of them. I mean, honestly, all in all, I am not surprised, not shocked. I mean, it's just basically the quiet part being said out loud. I mean, he's a young buck, so I think, especially to him, he doesn't necessarily give a shit because they're a bunch of old geezers, in his mind. So it's like, they'll eventually be replaced. I mean, I'm wondering how much, he partakes in some of it, or if he has, his own, little side shtick going on. Whereas, these people got their thing going on, but I can't got my thing. They're too old for me. So, I don't know. I mean, it's I wonder how much he's actually being truthful and how much he's hiding at that point. How much is he trying to, wall himself off of it? Is it actually genuine, or is he trying to, hide the fact that he's, done some of it, too? You're experienced, Lamar, Charles Booker, Corey Bush, Michelle Wu. I mean, I'm not meaning just, politician. I mean, politician. The ones that we all are used to. The ones that we're normally used to at this point. That like to run the show for the most part. Because, people like Omar, Booker, Charles Booker, Chambers and shit, they don't run the show. I mean, if they did, I definitely wouldn't be oh, looking at politician. Fucketh to Pelosi. Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting. Now, question is, do you believe him? My answer is complicated. My answer is, yes, I think all of those things are going on. No, I don't believe that he was invited to them. And no, I don't believe that anybody said those things to him or did those things in front of him. Now, why do I say that? I say that because he's a known liar. There's a number of things about his story coming up that he just made up. And then, that was debunked and disproven in the media a number of times. And so he's not a trustworthy source. Having said that, all those things go on.
I mean, it's like a known he's like a narcissistic, fucking jock, bro. I mean, so this kid is obviously going to be fucking, lying for his teeth and a lot of shit. I mean, he most certainly lied on how he fucking, got up. I mean, he's pretty much already got, some of the basic corrupt, slimy politician credentials down already as it is. I mean, he's just pretty much somehow gotten himself in there sooner than most. Way sooner than most.
I felt like...
But when it comes to the whole, orgies, doing some coke and shit like that, oh, fuck yeah, that's happening. He's definitely being truthful about that part. It's everything else that I put my, suspicion on. It's how much are you trying to hide you put yourself away from this? Because, what, you think you're innocent of this, too?
They've invited me to... That would be bold. That'd be ballsy, no pun intended. Some, what? Chuck Grassley is going to invite you to an orgy? Fuck out of here. Oh, by the way.
I mean, who knows? You never know.
Mental
Maybe.
That. Jeez. But he's the one who did famously say, you guys got to go to the Dairy Queen in Windsor for you know what. What? Chuck Grassley? Please tell me. What did you go to the Dairy Queen for? No, but for real, I don't believe that those things happen in front of him. I don't. I don't think they happen in front of him. I think he's lying. But I guarantee you plenty of them do drugs. No doubt about that. And the orgy thing, yeah, but I don't think it's I don't think you're talking about 50, 60, 70% of them. Maybe 10% of them or 5% of them or something.
Kyle, come on.
I would guess that that's the reality of the situation, but yeah, you don't... A 65-year-old or 70-year-old politician to invite... I mean, how old is Madison Cawthorn? Is he in his 20s? Was he 30?
Why? Honestly, especially if he's in his young 20s or some shit, 25, 20... yeah, they're gonna be oh, youthful one. It's like we don't necessarily have to hire a young boy prostitute for this one. We have one that's, you know, of relative decency right here.
Like,
plus it's a little extra spice, you know. He's, you know, somebody who doesn't, you know, have, you know, total control, you know. It's like kind of paralyzed now, but it's like, oh my goodness, you know, it's just like you could be a power bottom. Wow.
process on that front would be like a little longer than just like, hey, we like you. You want to come suck off Bob? Like, I don't think that's how it would go down. I think they're smoother with it. I think they're more intelligent with how they go about it. And honestly, I don't think he'd make the cut for. They got to know that you're not a weirdo loudmouth to do that, because they know if anything gets out on that front, and it would be serious. And again, Madison's a known liar. He's a proven liar. It's like,
I mean, that could be the out. I mean, honestly, it's just like, oh, well, it's known that he's lied about many things. I mean, he lied about how he even, you know, got up. I mean, it's like they could stab him in the back. Like, what, you think they give a shit about things like that? Like, they don't care about loyalty. If, like, it makes them a buck at the end of the day, they'll stab you in the back 8 ways till Sunday. Even if you are a party establishment. I mean, they do that all the time.
Green, but low-key, she did. Remember that story about how she was with, like, her trainer or something? She was in some sort of an open relationship or whatever. Look, I'm not judging. Which leads to my final point, which is, if indeed this stuff is true, it's the most base thing about Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like, Congress is full of demons. Congress is full of incredibly corrupt narcissists. It's a cesspool. It's a cesspool. But if indeed, they're doing key bumps while they're in the bathroom at Congress before going out on the floor to give a speech, if they're getting together and spreading the joy around, and people are nutting left and right and having fun, like Congress, if this fact is real and more stuff gets out about it, Congress's approval rating might go from like 20% to like 31%. Like, they might get a little bit of a bump in the polls as a result of doing bumps and bumping and grinding. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe? It depends who it is, I guess. It's like, oh shit. Kirk Schrader doing some, you know, bumping some coke? Okay, alright. Legalize coke then, bitch. Well, you think you can have all the coke, motherfucker? You know, it's like, if anything, it'd be like, hey, what the hell? I mean, so, maybe. Kyle's a little too optimistic sometimes. Because honestly, it'd be like, hey, if they're doing a bunch of drugs, but we get locked up for, what the fuck? Like, so honestly, I feel like it'll go up for like a day, and then people will realize, wait a minute, and they'll go back down again.
Take him at his word here, but that would be naive of me because he's such a liar in so many other ways. But I do think that stuff is going on. I just don't think it's going on in front of him. I think he made these stories up. And but would be interesting to see is an actual list of, hey, here are the people that are doing the orgies. You know, here are the ones who set it up and take a leadership position. Here are the ones with the tiny peckers. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, that would be fucking awesome.
Who has a tiny pecker in Congress? I have no interest in that whatsoever. But
it would be kind of hilarious if it came out that fucking like Mitch McConnell had a tiny dick.
I think it's possible.
Like a little tiny like 2.5 incher, and that's why he's like just such a slimy evil fuck. To compensate for it.
The Jeffrey Epstein story, and you know, Jeffrey Epstein was the CEO of Elite Sex Crimes Incorporated. Like, that's what he was. He had dirt on everybody and their mother. Dirt on Bill Clinton, dirt on Donald Trump, dirt on all these billionaires, these tech geniuses, etc., etc. And, oh, look at that, he wound up dead in a jail cell. You know? So, like, if that story is real, and we know that's real, we saw it unfold, well, I guess anything else is possible. But given that story, this actually looks a little more tame, right? Like, oh, you're just doing key bumps of coke and having orgies? Well, shit. I'm happy that, you know, it's not a dungeon and there aren't children involved, because then that would be bad. then that would be, you know, the elite demon sex cabal that we all feared and saw some evidence of. So anyway, there you have it. Madison Cawthorn.
I mean, honestly, it's just like, I mean, it's still possible that they have like the, you know, the child sex dungeon shit going on too. I mean, it's like, hey, we got an orgy going on, but it's like, you know, hey, we'll also bring out some of the, you know, the kids we have locked up in our dungeon while we do it. You know, it's like, so I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility that, like, you know, anything's possible. Someone ironically arguing that housing the homeless would be communism and imposing it on that basis. Well, that guy is... people like that just don't deserve the votes. Like, they just don't deserve it. Like, oh my god. Like, oh, hey, you want to vote? Revoked. It's like, oh my god. Nope. Like, you're just like, oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, housing back communism. It's like, alright, you're just too stupid. You too stupid. Too stupid to partake. Too stupid to live. It's just like, oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I mean, if that is, then I'm like, I'm probably the biggest communist that motherfucker will ever meet in his life. It's just like, Jesus. This stable genius can't find bread in a grocery store. Huh? Then you should come to my store. We always have bread. Grocery stores in the U.S. don't have bread?
Country. An example, supply chain. You go to a store, they don't have bread. We're like a third world country. They don't have things. You go to buy something at...
Well, you're literally looking like you're in a goddamn palace. And also, like, yeah, there's bread. There's literally bread on the shelf in my store, like, right now. Like, the bread wall at our store is not, like, absolutely full of bread, but it's pretty decently stocked. And my deli's literally right next to the bread wall, like, so I can literally see with my own fucking eyes to, you know, just be, you know, to, like, see the bread wall and be like, is it empty? No, it ain't. It's like, what? It's like, maybe at your weird bougie-ass fucking, like, you know, like, rare, like, gold-plated fucking bread that you get, you weird cheap fuck. But, like... I mean, when it comes to just generic-ass basic fucking bread, like, yeah, that's still easily accessible. There's literally a wall of bread. Yeah, a wall of bread. A bread wall. You have to give him your idea, check out to buy the fake bread. Oh, yeah, it's all fake, actually, yeah. It's like you know, the tourist sections of Pyongyang where all the grocery stores are actually full of fake produce. Yeah.
Buy something at a hardware
demanding
store?
Bread? I mean, based on, question mark? We demand bread! I would look at that and be like, is this like a worker strike? Because, yeah, I demand some bread too, bitch. Yeah, like, I want bread. Give me my bread. Like, bread and roses, motherfucker. Like, there's a whole song on it. Like, I mean, so... I mean, like, on our, like, base question mark? I mean, it's like, that would be kind of hilarious, honestly. Just watch all, like, watch it, like, slowly get co-opted by, like, a bunch of lefties and shit. That'd even be more hilarious.
When I order things, like, for furnishings for a building or something, they say it's going to take 9 months to get it. It used to be, like, same-day service.
Huh?
Supply chain.
Same-day service, supply chain.
The system was working. The system's totally broken. Our system is broken. And we're going into socialism, and we're going into communism. An example, supply chain.
No bread in the fucking grocery stores is communism. No bread in the our system, it doesn't work. You're going into socialism and communism. Like, oh my god, bro. What the fuck? I know, dude. What is this guy? Bitch, give me that socialism already. I know. Give it, like, man, I wish they were fucking, like... Why can't, like, these fucking right-wing people actually have... Like, why can't their reality actually be reality? Because it sounds based. It doesn't work, we're going into socialism, and everything's actually fine. It's like, okay, cool. But, no, it's not. If only. If only. My God. I wonder what he's staring at. What are you staring at? Well, now you're staring at me. You had like the 1,000-yard stare going on, bro. What the hell? Jeez. Oh my God! This 2 links. Forget. We had a choice to say Boone could have Texas. Let him have Georgia. Like, let him have just like whatever the South is. Like, you know, like, hey, just whatever. Like, take your pick in this like chunk here, and whatever. I probably wouldn't say Texas. I honestly would probably say like Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, Arkansas. No bombing inquiry. Yeah, like honestly. Like, this is kind of a little bit of a little low-key kind of dumb. It's just like, before I asked this question, it's like, I mean, just fuck. Like, Jesus. Like, I mean, it's like if fucking Mexico or, you know, Canada was just like, hey, like, I mean, it didn't even have to be like Putin, you know, saying that shit. Just be like any country. It's like, hey, what if your neighboring country, like Mexico or something, decided to do that? I mean, that'd make more sense. Canada would choose Alberta. Alberta's already a part of Canada. What? No, Canada would choose send Alberta to Russia. Oh. Ah, boop. What are you doing, Zooks? What are you doing? You have like a little bit of like fluff in your mouth. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine seeing that golf at light takes off and disappears in 3 seconds? Dude, that little thing just looks insane. Honestly, it's just like, damn. See, I have it on the page. Oh wait, what's this? Oh. Oh my God. So that was a twin-engine Volkswagen Golf that is at 2,000 horsepower.
Okay.
Jeez, that thing almost wiped out a few times.
Freaking fighting it. I don't think he did at 8-0. Did he red light? Did he red light? I
right, we got downtime on the track. So what does that mean, Vince?
Time for a merch break.
That's right, guys. If you head over to 1320...
Well, on the rear engine, so I can put more power down. So it holds a lot more power. Front axle. Gotcha. So I gotta crank, you know.
Okay.
Qualifying sessions now, so.
It's kind of, yeah, that's how he is. Showing up stock practice this thing, yeah, this thing would be a little absurd. It sounds like a growling chihuahua. How much would that dude charge to do a burnout at Harley's gas station? You can't hear yourself when it's fucking idling, I know.
Alright, so 8:33. You let up early. What'd you decide to do with the tune on that one?
Well, I backed the clutch off a little bit. So that was a 1.4 60 foot. So I gotta turn the clutch back up for next round. I had it set on kill for the clutch, but then I backed it down because I didn't want.
Yeah, send it.
So fucking loud. $7.4? Jesus.
Yeah, you did it. Hell yeah. Is that first? Yeah. First time.
What can handle 2K horsepower? I don't even know. Probably a customized thing that he did himself.
See what I did. I got the clutch. New data. And yeah, I got some new data, and I've been faster than I've ever been before, so I'm really happy about that.
Race car clutch? Probably. When I first against electrics. Oh. Well, that one beat him.
Cooper got him 797. 810 for the Volkswagen. Congratulations on a good week at TX2K.
Thank you.
A lot more fun than last year.
Yeah, man, it was great.
No shit.
Huh. I wonder how fast that other one, or I guess, like, what the fucking specs on the other one must have. I know, like, dude, that thing was fucking, like, it sounded like a little bullet, like, zoom! Like a little, like, something like you'd hear, like, some sort of, like, Star Wars, like, pod race or some shit, like, just like, what the fuck? Had a nitrous wake behind it? Yeah. That thing was just, like, Speedy McGee in and out, so it's just, like, definitely, like, you know, just blew out that, Volkswagen there.
Come on, dog. What?
Took off. You fucking bark. Dry ice? I don't think so. Maybe. Never really has come up, so I mean, honestly, I don't know. Never thought about that. I don't think so, though. I know you can literally see atoms of some. Really? How do you even do that?
bombarded with 10,000 particles from space. Now, you probably don't know this because you can't see them, you can't hear them, and you can't feel them. In fact, most of them just pass right through you. But with a few simple materials, you can actually make your own particle detector to actually see these particles coming from space, which we call cosmic rays. So what you'll need is you're going to need a clear plastic tub, like a fish tank, some felt that you're going to glue onto the bottom of the fish tank, some sort of lid or base for your fish tank. Black is preferable, like this. And then some sort of base that you can put it all on. Now you're also going to need a few materials that might be a bit trickier to come by. You're going to need some isopropyl alcohol and some dry ice, which I have in this container right here. Isopropyl alcohol is the thing that your mom puts on your cuts when you skin your knee or something and makes you go, ah! So you really don't want to get it, which is why
what type of noise was that? What the fuck?
some safety goggles while working with it. Now, if you think this stuff burns bad on a cut, don't touch the dry ice, because this stuff is really, really cold. This is actually frozen carbon dioxide. Now, most gas doesn't freeze normally, so it has to be really, really cold to actually get it to be a solid. So when working with the dry ice, make sure that you wear some gloves. So here comes the assembly part. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some of the dry ice and place it just like this. You're going to take your fish tank, and you're going to use the isopropyl alcohol, and you're going to soak it until it is thoroughly, thoroughly damp.
Trust rails, everyone. Lamau, I know, dude.
But not so much that it's dripping. If it does start to drip, just go ahead and let the excess drain off.
Drip. Got to get some of that drip. Drip.
Now comes putting the whole
Drip.
thing together.
Drip.
You're going to take your lid, put it on top of the dry ice. That's the sound it makes while it cools down.
That sounds like a dying elk. Like you just speared its neck and you're like... It's like, God, it's just like, what the hell, bro? Like, damn, that sounded like death. That sounded like a sound you'd hear from, like, fucking Revelations or something, like a fucking depiction of that shit.
You're going to take
like, oh my God.
Drain off that excess alcohol onto the base. And set it right on top. And now we wait.
We wait.
The warm alcohol that's at room temperature in the felt is going to evaporate into the air inside the tank. But as it approaches the bottom, it's going to cool down close to the temperature of the dry ice. So when it's up here, it wants to be a gas. But when it reaches down here, it's going to want to be a liquid. So any little disturbance in the air will create a cloud. Now comes the particles from space. As they zip through our cloud chamber, they create a disturbance, and they actually ionize some of the gas molecules. And all those evaporated alcohol molecules clump together and form little tiny droplets. So what we see is these spindly-like tracks that look a little bit like contrails from airplanes and are actually formed in quite a similar way. Now, if you switch off the lights and use a flashlight, you can actually see the different types of particles passing through here. So the big fat tracks are from radon atoms spitting out alpha particles. The very long, straight ones are from muons. So muons are the bowling balls of the fundamental particles, and when they go through the air, they go straight through, they don't get deflected. Now, the electrons and positrons are much smaller and much lighter, so when they pass through your cloud, they're going to leave more curly-Q, zigzaggy type tracks because they're going to bounce off all these particles that they run into. So just from a really, really simple concept, you can create something really amazing and cool. Science! Woo!
Oh my God, scientists and their weirdness. Can she just generate electricity from the potato already and get over with? Well, hey, I mean, you got it. It was some of those crazy ass things. I mean, it's like these crazy ass
Now,
little
the electrons
particles.
and positrons are much smaller.
Now it's like a $2 setup. Oh yeah, like one you can basically set up in your own house. But that's fucking dope. I thought you were meaning like microscope type of stuff, and I'm like, really, huh? But no, you're meaning like with your own actual eyes. It's like, oh shit. It's like, damn, son. Damn. Took off. What you doing? Why do you keep massacring that thing? Cease with the massacring. You ball of slaughterous monster. Hey, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't be pawing at me. You got like a big old bowl of food that you just like barely ate. Now I burned myself on dry ice. I burned myself again trying to wash it out with isopropyl. This is like, oh my god. I mean, it's just like, honestly, how do you even, like, fucking burn yourself on, like, just the rubbing alcohol and shit? Can't see the sun god from... What? From high-res sun photo. Yeah, I was just gonna see some other tweets before I look back up on it. See what people say about it. But, well. Yeah, it kind of looks like an arm that's holding something. Like a rifle or a torch or something. Then like a head and a body and like another arm of some sort. Just like some crazy ass looking fucking like flows and shit like that going on a sun with the fucking solar flares too. It's like, whoa. And it's just a ball of sheer pure radioactive like nuclear explosive insanity. It's like, damn, son. Damn, son. No one's venom when we need them. Especially for old Zooks. Where's that little son of a bitch when we need him? Zook off. What you doing, Bobby? What you doing, little baby puppy? Oh, look at you. What you doing over there, buddy? What's up, bud? What's up, buddy? What? Give me that look. There. Come here. Oh yeah, you want to be up here? You want to chill with me? Wait. Yeah. Oh, you big goof. Oh. Oh my god, you fucking ridiculous boy. Ah. Oh my god, you know what? Yeah. Fuck it. There we go. What are you doing? Oh my god. You fucking dork. Oh my god. What, you can't just chill? Have you doth no chill? Have we doth no chill, sir? Sire, have we doth no chill? Can I help you? What are you doing? What you doing, goof? Why are your legs just sprawled off into oblivion? What's going on over there? Legs just flopped over there too? Oh my god. Paramedics are gonna start using jetpacks to save people in Colorado. Jetpacks? How's that gonna work? What? Oh my lord. Baby. Oh. Oh, baby. You crazy baby. You silly baby. To knock his stuff over. He's just knocking over like some of his treats. That's all. Because he's a weirdo. Oh. Okay. Okay, this works. Here, let me try to read this. Oh my god, ads are flying arrows. Paramedics are starting to use jet suits. Think of it. I mean, honestly, it's just like, how are paramedics gonna be like it's gonna require like a lot of strength and fucking like, you know, very specific like training for this type of shit. Like, I don't like, this seems like a very risky situation, you know, when it comes to that. What are you doing? In a weight limit? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Unless they're gonna have like a contraption on these to where there could be like multiple dudes, you know, on like one bigger like jetpack thing. Wow. Do you mind? You goof. Oh my god, you're a goofball. No. No. Yeah. Smush. If he can't get one hand, he'll just go for the other one that happens to be next to him. See? Oh my god. Bruh. See? Skin by. Is that anyone wants a snack? Well, he already has food. I know he's... Like, I gave him a couple treats and he's already eaten his bowl of food that I filled up for him just before I started this. So, I know he ain't hungry. I think he's just being a little playful boy. You goof. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you mind? Good sir. Yeah, have fun with that. Like, ah! My digits. Ooh. Oh, you're ridiculous. Look at you. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Oh my god, you big baby. You big chunk. Are you serious? You're seriously a ridiculous thing. Oh my god. You're just a goof. You're a goof. You are a goof. Really? Oh my god. This is like the most pathetic attempt at trying to break free or whatever you're doing. Like, what are you even doing? Like, what's the end goal of what you're attempting here? Oh, I just got an entire dog nose right in the mouth. There. What's this? Report found Indiana tops the list of states the dirtiest waterways with 2,495 total miles of rivers and streams considered impaired for swimming and recreation. Second is Oregon. Oh my god. Wow. Or drinking, huh? How bad is Oregon? They're trying to say we have dirtier water than the New fucking Jersey. Man. Well, it's because we have more water in the state in comparison to, other states. That also has to be a factor, too. Because of the different reservoirs, rivers, lakes, and all that shit. You've just now, like, morphed into a little ball of just struggle. A ball of anarchy and struggle. Man, what the hell? What you gonna do now, huh? What you gonna do now, huh? What you gonna do? You're kind of in this situation now. Look at all this chunk. Look at all this fluff. Look at all this thick. Ugh. And you're 52. Really? Ugh. 52 pounds of fucking meat. Ugh. God. Wearing me down, bro. You're probably like helping me like fucking get swole, bro. I was holding you up and shit. Taught my work. You're probably gonna be like a little 70, 80 pounder. You're a goof. Baby. In fact, I'll just give you a little tweet. Damn, Blanche talking about your Blanche in the shining line to sit down on 2-1, man. All that space stuff that's going by, like, whoosh. Yeah, I just tell you what, man, you got dangerous little store around going there. And then, like, you know, we're just born just but that type of thing, man. I tell you what. So, wait, what's going on? What's this? Oh. What's that? What's that black fucking, like, dot right there? What is that black splotch? That looks fucking ominous as hell. There'd be a splotch. Eclipse on Jupiter. That's an eclipse? Whoa. Dude, that is like ominous looking. Giant shadows from one of its moons. Jeez, dude. What is it, like 4,000 Earths can fit into Jupiter, and the size of that hole does not look like, you know, the size of, yeah, it looks way bigger than Earth. It's like, whoa, dude. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Imagine a fucking eclipse like that. Can I help you? You sweet baby? About 1,300. Damn. About 13,000. Jeez. We saw an epic eclipse. Oh, yeah. And honestly, the eclipse was, like, hella fucking insane. Definitely some, just, like, awesome shit, but I don't think it compares whatsoever to that. No, never forget that day. Oh, me neither, dude. One thing I'll never forget is just like the little like propane tank that we have for our grill, because we were just about to cook things up, like we were just about to warm it up, and we all just kind of, you know, forgot about it when the eclipse was going on, because obviously we were paying attention to that. And when we went back over there, we realized that there was like this ice that like this like frozenness that kind of, you know, popped up on the bottom of the propane tank, and basically made it, you know, so like a lot of the hiccups, goddammit, where like a lot of the gas inside of it kind of like cooled down very heavily. I saw it back in '94 also, but it wasn't as full. Damn. Hiccups, man, what the fuck? Twin Cities, Minnesota. Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Nice. But everything, this casting these weird crescent shadows and everything. Damn. That's pretty cool. I remember when I was seeing the one that happened in 2018, there was like a lot of huge, massive, like mega solar flares and shit, and that was honestly to me like really intense, because like I was just kind of imagining like how big those were in comparison to God, these fucking hiccups, dude. And I was just kind of thinking about like how big those were in comparison to like how we were, and how like massive those flares were, and the sun, and then just like seeing like these different little like trails and things kind of branching off and shit. I remember I walked back to this fucking area with my buddy to go vape with him. vaping it up, watching Eclipse. Fucking hiccups, get out of here. Alright, loading a bowl, holding my breath. Gonna exhale, smoke the bowl. And yeah, we're just not gonna have oxygen for like a good 1 minute here. Probably gonna get a little extra lit doing this. Fuck! It's clogged, no! Oh, these hiccups. Bruh. So we didn't get a total eclipse over a bumfuck nowhere by National Forest. Yeah, I remember we like passed, I think, the Bagby hot springs because there was these more obscure hot springs. I remember my music teacher in college telling us about. And he actually pointed us up where it was on the map. So we just took a picture of it, me and Logan, and then we just kind of went on memory from there. Just kind of see. Okay, this is like me struggling with like hiccups hour, I guess now. Like I'm just gonna be tortured slowly by hiccups. And this is great. This is nice. Just gonna hold my breath in it now. Like, hold on. Okay. It's not thing. Everything's in, but you still get stuff, firing out shiny stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought was really cool, seeing all that type of shit. I don't want to mention it and go into detail, but these hiccups are prohibiting in like any actual like sentence for coming out. Best thing I can compare it to would be to see if any contact with joining process are going to be on their planet. Yeah, I remember things having like this interesting dimness and shit, where things were like, it was like daylight but dim as hell, and it had just like this really interesting like kind of light, because you weren't getting like the direct sunlight. It was just really interesting. Definitely a really cool fucking experience. I know there's supposed to be one coming up, and I think that's supposed to be like cutting through like Texas and shit. So I'm gonna see if I could try to plan a trip down there around that time, so I can maybe go camping or some shit down there. Yeah, like a Lunsville, yeah. Something like that. Yeah, my hiccups are gone. Thank God. Anywhere. I know there's supposed to, I don't know when it's, you know, let me look it up. I know it's supposed to be another eclipse, like, coming up in a couple of years, I think. Upcoming eclipses. There we go. So it looks like April 8th, 2024 is supposed to be a total solar eclipse. So let me see like where that trajectory is supposed to be. Oh, here it is. Okay. Can I zoom in on it? Yeah, I can. Cool. Alright. Whoops. Alright. So it's this red dot, or this red line here. But yeah, you can kind of see it kind of cuts through the southeast to the northeast of the US a little bit. So if I were to see this, I'd have to go down to Texas somewhere. visit my family and maybe convince them to go camping or some shit in the trajectory of that. Oops. So. But there's also this one, which is kind of a partial from what I understand. Next year. Said, no, not that one. Fuck you. Here we go. Yeah, October, Great American Eclipse, annual solar eclipse. Annual eclipse is second of the 3 notable solar eclipses available for the U.S. It follows the total eclipse in 2017. Yeah, that one, remember. It's visible along a narrow path that crosses the U.S. from Oregon to Texas. It then passes over Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. And plus parts of Central America, Colombia, and Brazil. So, looks like it'll be kind of seen throughout. So it looks like it will have a total eclipse. Well, at least mostly. And then, hell nah for me, never going to Texas. Oh, pfft. Well, 23rd, the one in next year should probably be okay. But for that 2024 one, over Eugene. Yeah, the narrow path of totality where the moon covers the sun completely, causing a total eclipse from Mexico, from Sinaloa to Kaluuya, to the U.S. from Texas to Maine, and Canada from Ontario to Newfoundland. A partial eclipse will be visible across nearly all of North America and a sliver of Western Europe. And this one would be an absolute totality. Looks like there's gonna be a bunch of partial ones. Let's see about the yeah, that one. Yeah, this one won't cover it as much. From the looks of it right there. But then there'll be this one in 6 months, but this one costs like a whole totality there. We're just like, boom. Oh my god, that'll be insane. So it's like, it hella gets like dark around this point, and then it's just like blah. Total darkness for a while, and then it just blow. It's October, so might not be able to see due to the rain. Well, we'll just have to hope that the weather actually is nice, because if it is, then we should be able to. East Coast is possibility for 2024 Lamau. Well, if I don't plan a trip to Texas for that with me and my folks, maybe we can go somewhere in the East Coast, like go to Maine or something, because it'll be visible in Maine for this 2024 one, because it says Texas to Maine. We could technically go to Michigan, maybe, or not Michigan, like Illinois, Ohio, New York. I mean, pretty much anywhere on the northeastern, like, Canada-US border. Like, in New England. Like, pretty much, like, anywhere from, like, Ohio eastward on that Canadian-American border. Pretty much. In fact, the eclipse, looking on this map here. Fuck Chicago, hell yeah. Well, here, I'm looking at this particular map. At least where it shows right here. Maybe I could expand this. Yeah, oh yeah, here we go. Here, let's see if we can... Here we go. Cool. Alright, so just south of Detroit. We could go, like, Dayton, Ohio, Cleveland, Erie. Where's Chicago? Chicago ain't down here. Yeah, Chicago's right there. Like, we would have to go south somewhere, like in Indiana. Like, there'd be Chicago, then we'd have to, like, go south somewhere. Like, hella south. Like, during, like, right here specifically. There's Buffalo, Rochester, New York. There's... We could go to Kingston. Montreal. People in Montreal will see it. We can go to Montreal. Portland, Maine. Would that work? No. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Well, I guess we could. We'd just have to go north. We could go to New Brunswick and Fredericton. So, yeah, I mean, there's some spots we could go to. And if we choose one of these other areas, we can easily go. Fuck yes, Montreal. Yeah, maybe we can, like, you know, take a trip, you know, find our way out to Buffalo, and then maybe, you know, take, like, a little stop over to Toronto, then just, like... Oh, Toronto will barely get it, too. Oh, wow. Look at this. Judging by this map here... Whoa, Zooks! Hey! But judging by the map here with Toronto... Like, we could go to Buffalo, New York... We can visit Toronto, too. Like, we can make, like, a whole little trip. In Cleveland, yeah, we could go to Cleveland, too. We could do the same thing if we went to Cleveland. We just take this road and just kind of cut through to Buffalo and then just go up north. Boom. Or just kind of loop around because there's this whole lake here. So we'd have to, like, you know, find our way around the lake. Well, yeah, honestly, like, we can make a trip out of this, and there's enough time to plan it pretty far ahead about that. Because I'm sure pretty much anything, like, west of Evansville, you're probably going to be like, fuck no, because that's going to start going into, you know... See, the reason why I say Texas, because, like, my family lives, like, in the, you know, like, kind of, like, southwest of Dallas, and it goes right over Dallas. So if I visited Dallas during this time, I don't even really have to go far. We could take, like, a... You know, like an all-day camping trip somewhere and fucking just, like, just find a spot and just boom, there you go. You know, so, I mean, if anything, like, at least that's for me. I know you would never do it. But, you know, if that doesn't pull through, then pretty much anywhere up here, you know, if we planned a trip, we could definitely do it. Like, fly ourselves to New York and maybe take, like, a little train to fucking, you know, Montreal or something. Or Toronto. Texas is trying to outlaw abortion and trying to criminalize LGBT people, I don't know. Well, by the time it's 2024, we can hope that maybe, you know, like, some bitches, you know, will get out of there and some shit changes. I mean, a Texas Supreme Court judge also, like, smacked down to LGBTQ shit, too, so it took it, you know, there was a Texan judge that also kind of, like, stood up for the rest of Texas, because basically nobody else did. So, well, I mean, at least nobody else in context of just, like, people in Texas. Like, everywhere else outside of that state, you know, people were, but, I mean, when it comes to legislators in Texas, not really, not so much. So oil becomes like after 100,000 kilometers without changing? What the fuck? It literally looks like tar. Like a tar paste. that literally looks like tar paste. Glop, glop. Ugh. Ugh. That's gross. That just be nasty. That just be nasty as hell. I tell you what. Ugh. How did the car last that long? I don't even know. Ugh. That's kind of impressive. And gross. Ugh. Oh my god. Like, jeez. I mean, it's just like, I don't know how often one should get an oil change, but I imagine 100,000 kilometers is, you know, you probably need to change it by that point. Like what? Should it, like, I'm just gonna take a random guess. Like what, 10,000 miles? An oil change is super easy unless you have a Beamer. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I imagine it looks pretty easy. So, like, because it looks like you just, like, 8-9 kilometers. So, yeah, about 10,000 miles-ish. 5K miles. Oh. So, no, so half that. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess my random guess wasn't, like, horribly bad, but yeah. Alright. Though I imagine, like, when it comes to an oil change, I mean, most people probably don't think much about it. And will probably just, you know, wait until it's like 10K or some shit like that. So I imagine either way, it's probably negligible despite, you know, the mileage and stuff. But yeah, like, I mean, but I don't know. I'm not a fucking automotive geek. Be sure to lube the turbo and check the blinker fluid. It can go longer, but probably need a flush. Yeah. I do it around 4K miles. Kind of like that Sweet Mill spot. Well, at least get a little food for thought. I regularly go around 5 to 6. But I always use synthetic. Oh. Let's see here. So Cuff has been by that door this entire time. I don't drive that much, so I use a once a year. So I use a once a year roll. Ah. What in the hell? Oh my lord. This is a little trippy. Literally a chair within chair within a chair within a chair within a chair within a chair. Meta chair, bro. But it looks like a little hallway thing there, but then you flip it around, it's like boom. It's like, whoa. And you have all these like little chairs in there. Like, how do you even sit in those little mini chairs? It's like, whoa. Infinity chair. Meta chair, dude. It's like, whoa. I love trippy ass art like that. It was pretty whack. He needs to make more small ones to fit the space in the middle there. I know. Yeah. Just a little bit. Like little minis. Like little mini baby ones. you doing? You're splooting? Your legs are spread out wide? You're just sitting there? Oh my god. Let's see if we can see him here. Can we even... kind of? Look at him. This guy's a... He is sploot. He's gone sploot. You gonna focus? He's coming over here now. Oh, no. Hey, little sploot. Well, hey, baby. You look like a bunch of pixels. You little bunch of pixels, you. Look at you, baby. Baby. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Bandit. Bandit has joined the server. Oh my god, this dog. Oh god. That's why he was there this entire time. Oh my Christ alive. Oh, look at you. You poor thing. Apparently Logan slapped into cash all of a sudden. Wasn't he trying to fucking, like, you know, like, spare his money and shit? Oh my god, Zooks. Hey, Bandito. Little Bandito. Hey, little chunk. Oh, look at that big boy. Little Bandito. His little fancy little feet. Oh, now I'm dropping shit. Oh, how you do, little Bandito? How do you do, little buddy? What's up, bruh? Oh, you pretty thing. Oh, my lord. Really? Just gotta rub your face right up on that shit. Oh my lord. Little Bandito. You little sweet thing. You're just a good boy, Bandito. Yes, you is. Who's handsome boy? Yes. Yes. Apparently not. Just trying to get a 5G phone, but bulked. When I found out it was over 100 to get one. Ordered. Wow. Or Pixel 3, which is still a quality phone. It's like, yeah, I mean, a lot of phones tend to be, you know, generally over $100 unless they're a little bit more of like a older phone that's been around for a few years. Little Bandito. Little Bandito. In the sweet little feet. Yo, you Bandito. You sweet boy. You just a handsome boy. Pixel 3 is 2019, so not bad. Way better than his longtime phone. True. Well, that's what I mean. Like, you know, it's like after a few years, you know, they'll start dropping in price. But I mean, if they're not like, you know, a few years old or older, then they're probably going to be like $100+ I mean, usually on average, a lot of phones tend to be like what, 150 to 250. Yeah, for some of the lower end ones that are more recent. But then you get like Apple, and they go like $700 or some shit, and this is like, what the fuck? Oh my god, you fucking newer use. I guess that does depend. I guess I'm saying more like new ones, but I mean, fucking older ones are gonna be used for the most part. Like, I don't think they're gonna be making like older phones when they're gonna be trying to make their newer ones. Hard to find a new phone under 300. That's why, yeah. Use and get really good ones for 150, 200. Yeah. Oh, you big bandito. You're just a sweet fluff. You're just a sweet, handsome boy you is, yes. Oh, yes, look at you. Handsome boy. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh my god. Oh man, there's so much fur all over my gloves now. I need to take these off. Oh my god. I should have ensured my gloves were off before even holding him. Can I help you? Oh my lord. Oh, you sweet thing, you, yes. He's like, I claim you, bitch. So, while you're within my lap, while I has your lap, I own you, bitch. I shall claim all the loves and scritches while I'm safe from that pup. Zukov. Do you want to fuck with this cat? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, look at you, you handsome boy. So handsome. Handsome, pretty boy. Oh shit, your phone's even older, 2017, though, still decent. Yeah. I mean, it's been kind of beaten up a little bit, you know, but hey, still kicking. Oh, this little bandito, my goodness. When sports bar opens in Portland in April, it might be the only women's sports bar in the world. What, it's supposed to be like a women's only sports bar? It's like, women allowed here, no one else. Sports bar, sports bras. Oh, so it's basically just going to be, okay, so no, it's going to be a bar that's going to be like, hey, we're basically going to have, like, instead of just men's sports playing here, it's going to be mostly, like, female sports, you know, being played on the screens and shit like that. Which obviously is going to, more likely to not partake to more female, you know, audience, but, you know, it's still going to be pretty much anyone can go in. I might fucking check it out, honestly. I mean, if they got some good food and some good beer and shit, they won't manscriminate. Manscriminate? Manscriminate. Well, yeah, I mean, money's money. If you're, you know, if you get money and people coming in, they like your food and drink, then hell, why turn them down? Bandit, you're having issues here, aren't you? Don't give me the fucking growl. Little jackass. I remember, like, back in, like, 2017, that was, like, back when the SJW shit was kind of more peaked. But I remember there was, like, some business, I don't think in Oregon or anything, but, like, maybe, like, Seattle or some shit. But there were, like, some sort of, like, coffee shop place or some shit where it's like, no, women only. And it's just like, yeah, that's gonna fare well. And I think it was also meant to be, like, some sort of, like, vegan shop, too. And I don't think it really panned out that well. because I didn't really hear much about the business, and at least the show I remember kind of watching at the time, Drunken Peasants, before they broke apart. That was like one of the things they covered, and I remember they also, I think, failed as a business because it's like if you cut off like a large chunk of money that you could potentially make, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna do well as a company, or it's just a business venture, you know, in general. So, big mistake number one. It's like, why do you think these mega corporate conglomerates literally could not give an iota of a fuck who they sell their shit to? Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's kind of why my brain kind of issues like, well, is it like, you know, a females only type of thing, you know, but, you know, I mean, it's like it is, but it ain't. It's not like, you know, no, we will wall off anyone who does not have I mean, it's just more about like, yeah, we're gonna actually have like women's sports played here, and it's gonna be more like a women's sports themed, you know, establishment, which, whatever. I mean, honestly, like, I mean, who cares? Like, a part of somebody owning a bar is to kind of like add their style of pizzazz to it, and if adding their type of aesthetic, you know, of a sports bar is making it more like women based, and I mean, also go for it. Like, I mean, there probably needs to be more of that going around, honestly. I mean, because I was kind of skimming some of the article, and one thing was like, you know, 40% of people in sports are women, but yeah, like 96% of like athletes played on TV and shit are men. So it's just like, yeah, so it makes sense. Because usually most people that are watching that shit either don't give a fuck or have it there, you know, at bars. It's kind of like the little token, like, yeah, we got that there. Got like some, you know, some like ladies over there you could probably look at, I guess. You know, because if it's seen more, it's kind of like a mockery and, you know, kind of like in a sexist kind of way. So, you know, it's a way to kind of like change up the sphere a little bit of that. Bandit! Get him, Bandit! Get him! Get him, bro! Yeah, that's right, Bandit. Oh my god, look at this. This is fucking ridiculous. Bandit's just chilling there. But he ain't taking shit. He's got that ball like on the go, dude. He's got it on the ready. He wants him to play with him so bad. It's like, come on, you cat, play with me. Bane's looking at me, he's like, you gotta do something about this. I have my paw down. Cause this is annoying me for the last time. Zukov. Come on, you're not gonna get after that cat? You're not gonna try to your hand at that cat? Zukov. What? Don't be boofing. Hey. What's the meaning of that? Hey, Zukov. Really? Oh shit, oh shit. I saw that, Paul. Bandit getting all readjusted. Looking like a fucking bread loaf. Zukov. You gonna get that cat? You gonna get him? Really? You're coming up to me? Playing fire, yo. I know, dude. Now he's coming over to me thinking I'm gonna do something for him. Come on, go get that kitty. Go get that kitty. That's not getting the kitty. That's the opposite of getting a kitty. Bandit is just on high alert. Get him, Zooks. Get him. One of y'all need to, like, make a move. Really? Little proud bandito looking there like a lion. All poofed out. Flexing. Zukov. Zukov. Oh, little pretty bandito. Pretty kitty. Zukov, what are you doing? Don't want to roughhouse with him no more. Bandito, Alpha Catito. He is. He is the Alpha Cat. That boy just flexing this shit. Aw, Zooks. What, you don't want to play with the cat anymore? What, does he bore you? Does the cat bore you with his antics of swiping at your face? Huh? You see Alpha Cat and Alpha Dog? Damn. Damn. Shots fired at Zukov. You're not the Alpha Dog, bro. Go get that cat. If you actually stepped up to his shit and didn't take his crap, maybe you would be, but you're not, so. Come on, my boy. My boy. Snap out of it, my boy. You need to go after him. Go get to my boy. You got to get to my boy, my boy. My boy. My boy. Step out of it, my boy. You got to get him. You got to go get him. Yeah, you know what? What can I like use to? There we go. Let's see. Realistic Jesse's Alpha. Have you seen her tackle Vito? I mean, when Logan told me when Zukov first went into his apartment, Jassy like did like this little dominance bite, not like a full-on aggressive one, just kind of like this like, Argh. It's like, I'm the alpha here, bitch. Like, she straight up is. Like, she don't take no shit. Love that pic. Oh yeah, that little precious bandito. He's such a sweet little boy. As handsome as can be. Did he even try? You know what? Here. Come on. Sit. Checked it over there, hoping it would get close to Bandit, but it didn't. Well, it kind of did. Bandit's staring at him like, what the fuck? I don't got nothing. I mean, I have one more, but I don't know if I should feed that to you. Not till tomorrow. Bandit, you big fat round ball. He is just being a fat round ball over there. Look at you. Oh, shit. Jeez, Bandit. Gotta give me a warning. Zukov, you really gonna try that? You gonna try this game again? Oops. Try it. Come on. Aww. Didn't look like he's gonna be chilling. Aww. Just looks like dazed. Is like, I don't even know. Oh. Oh, oh. He's trying to trick Bandit. Get it, Bandit. Don't take no shit. Yeah, that's right. That's right, boy. That's right, Bandit. You don't take no shit. You don't take no shit there, bruh. But you had to fluff yourself up. Dude, Zukov is trying to fucking like mess with him. So, oh, double paw down. It's like I put 2 paws down for this. This is bullshit. What is he doing? What is this pose you're doing, Bandit? What is this pose? Like, Zukov does this all the time, but Bandit doing it, he looks like a fucking lump. What head, like, what are you doing, like, cocking that head? This Bandit ain't taking shit. He's charging up his fucking paw. What was that even? Oh, look at that face. Oh my god. Get closer. Get closer so I can smack you properly. Just wait for Bandit to just jump on Zukava. Like, Bandit won't do that. I've seen Curly do that, because he's a little bit of a psycho, but Bandit won't do that. He has at least a little bit of chivalry. It's like, yes, you furry swine, you drink that water. And you leave me be. Well, that didn't last long. What are you doing? Oh. It's what's left of that. With all this... With the guts and viscera everywhere of that lizard. What was that? He's just like, maybe I could touch you. I'll touch you and see what happens. Oh my god. So who wants to play Bandit? Oh, I can figure out that Bandit all wants to do is play swipe. Yeah. And honestly, you can tell that, like, you know, like, there's real aggression. Because honestly, Bandit just doing that weird, like, kind of almost looking like he just kind of petted Zukov for a second. I mean, like, and plus he's just literally grooming himself now. He's just kind of chilling, like. At the very least, Bandit knows that Zukov ain't harmful or aggressive. I don't know if Bandit knows necessarily that Zukov wants to play, but he knows he ain't after him in a predatory manner. What a big fucking fluffy little amoeba little puff. A big round ball. His little head poking out. You made a mess over here, bro. Look what you did. Now you're just gnawing on a bone. Likes to be high. Oh, yeah. And Bandit really definitely enjoys being there. above his subjects, which is mainly Zukov. Lights? I knew you meant likes. But yeah. Little bandito. Such a good boy. I mean, both of you are good boys, but especially that little bandito there. Doesn't exactly look super pleased. Unless there's somewhere behind the camera that he likes to sit up high to. Oh, like over here? It's not like directly here. I mean, there's been a few times he's literally been directly on top of this little room in here. And then on top of this little cat post. Which at this point it's been kind of occupied with some shit. Which kind of need to clear out, honestly. I need to see what my next days off are next week so I can actually fucking take a day aside to do a little extra cleaning. I bet another ladder you had up against the wall or something. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, there is another ladder over there that goes up to the attic. Sometimes it likes to go up in there. Strawberry cider I think would be good. Is this Cider Boys? Because I know Cider Boys strawberry cider is fucking like just fruit juice. Like, and it is just so good. I mean fruit juice in like a good way. Like a nice, good, sweetie, like you can't really taste the alcohol type of brew. Basement has an attic? That's impossible. That is scientifically impossible. Your basement has an attic? Huh? Yes, it does. Swift brand. I don't think I've had Swift. So, couldn't tell you about that. But Cider Boys, though, definitely gotta try that. Because that shit is spanking. Oh. Oh, both my boys just chilling out. And, well, I was about to say they're both chilling. Sukov just got up. Hicko in Portland. Oh, it was made in Portland? Nice. Bandito, you little king. Every time Zukov is in your field of view, you stare at him hard, bro. You butchered Echo. H is silent. Well, oh my god, whatever. Echo and Echo and Echo. Echo. Hicko? Diego? I don't fucking know. I never took Spanish classes and shit. Sorry, jeez. God. I'm sorry, I'm white. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, baby. Doors to my right. Puertas a mi derecha. A mi derecha. Puertas a mi derecha. Let's burn my head from Ryan the Max. Oh, yeah. Or doors to my left. Doors to my left. Puertas a mi something. I don't know what it is for the left one. I always hear doors to my right for the most part. Puertas a mi esquerda. Oh, yeah, esquerda. Puertas a mi esquerda. Boop. 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 I was wondering how many times it would take to poke your tongue before you close your mouth. So you know Spanish? Escarada. Especial. Puta madre. Ese. Cope no los dos. See, I know some. Carritos. Bane thought it was his chance. Escreda. Puertas a mi esquerda. So God, leave Bane alone. I'm just waiting for the day I hear like a legitimate like yelp and whimper from Zukov and he runs up to me. Because Bane just says, you know what, fuck this, I've had enough, and just lays a good swipe on him. A cake donut? Oh my god. A cake donut. Whoa. Not even gonna lie, that sounds pretty awesome. I went to Sesame Donuts and asked for a half dozen cake plain, but she said she only had two, but then another lady comes out from the back, says they just made new ones and they could do all 6 for me. Oh, nice. Dude, I love that type of shit. Like, honestly, especially me as, like, on the other side, you know, as an employee, when it comes to that type of shit, it actually kind of feels nice. Because I'll look at, like, especially things like Tenders or JoJo's, and, like, it'll be, like, near the bottom of the barrel, basically, and kind of shitty. And I'm like, alright, you know, it's like you want a pound of tendies, and I look at tendies, and they're all dry and shit. I'm like, oh, alright. You know, and then, like, while I'm, like, bagging it, out of nowhere, I look behind me, and the cook just brings out fresh tendies, and it's like, oh, hallelujah. It's like, well, whoop, drop those in that little thing there, and just, you know, put the fresh ones in there. And then to see their eyes light up, be like, oh my goodness. You know, just be like, well, yes, please. That's always some good shit. Zook off what you want, bubble. You're staring at me because you want to annoy Bandit. You smell? You see a fly too? Here, hold on. Let me let Bandit out. Let's see if I can secure the door so I can just kind of let Zukov roam around out there for a bit. Yeah, Bandy. There we go. Zukov! Oh my God, Zukov! Zukov! What the hell, bro? Man, dog. Ooh, it's actually a little chilly out there. Damn. Ooh. Good thing I'm wearing my old jacket underneath all this. My God. Woo! A little nippy out there, damn. Brr. Oh, look at those little ears. Where the fuck did he even go? Well, there you are. Look at you. Look at you, little boy. Hey, boy. What a dork. Come here. Come on. You know what? Bring that thing over here. Get over here. Come here. Come here, boy. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. I'll bring that corpse over here. Oh, you silly boy. Oh my God. Come here. No. Come here, bro. Whoa. Go get it. Go get it. Get it. Man, oh my God. Look what he did to this thing. It's murked. It's dead. He killed it. He just like ripped off its leg and just destroyed it. Death. Obliteration. Gutted. Viscera everywhere. It's like, damn, bro. Damn. Man, it is actually pretty chilly out there. Fuck. That's privilege in my warm little garage. Jesus. What here? Didn't realize I had being tuned on. Should have been doing that. Does he freak? He's like, there's actually been times where I'll be playing like Paul's Ideologies live, like in the morning and shit like that, and like his dog Dino will go off, or like some birds will be going off in the background, and he'll actually react to that shit. So maybe not necessarily like dogs barking and shit, but he's reacted to random stuff that we'll be playing on, you know, videos I'm watching or streams I've been listening to and shit. So yeah, I mean, I guess technically yes. Not necessarily dogs barking, but yeah, he's reacted to stuff like that. Well, I guess he has, but not exclusively. Which I find pretty funny, honestly. Distant friends for the internet. Yeah, I remember when I was listening to one of the like Kiev live streams too, like on one of the streams that we're doing like a couple weeks back, and there was like a dog in Kiev going off, and Zukov was straight up barking to that dog, and it's just like, bruh. It's like, Zukov, you literally are barking to a dog thousands of miles away. Like, I don't think you're gonna be getting a reaction from that dog, and I don't think that dog is hearing you either. But if Kyle wanted to cost Major Beef, he could rank left-wing YouTubers. Oh, dude, that is a bad idea. He will never do that, because he knew that would be some beef. He should rank right-wing YouTubers, because there wouldn't be that much beef over that. There probably would be, but it'd just be more like, oh no, this guy's worse, oh this guy's worse, well, you know, probably more like shit like that. It's like, my dude, this is on base, because all of them should be in the F tier. My guy. Why did you put some that aren't in the F tier? My dude. Like, I mean, if it, like, it'd be something like that, more or less. Dude, that'd actually be awesome. You know, because it'd be kind of curious to see what, like, right-wing commentators, you know, that are known and shit outside of the typical ones that we are kind of aware of. I mean, it's just like, it'd be kind of interesting to see which ones might be, like, aight and which ones, yeah, at least in the sense of listening to, like, the conservative, you know, thought, you know, when it comes to shit that isn't just your typical, it's like MAGA chud nonsense or some shit. I'm about to get the, like, what difference type of thing going on here. I bet Soccer will rank relatively high. Yeah, like, he definitely would. I mean, honestly, it's like, I'm not really the biggest fan of him either, like, overall, myself. But he definitely, even then, would be up there. GLP is S tier. Oh, absolute S tier. Jesse Lee Peterson is, like, demigod tier. Like, there needs to be a tier higher than S tier for Jesse Lee Peterson alone. Like, I mean, he's just too much of a gold mine. He's too much of a gem. Like, I mean, it's like, you love to hate him, you know what I mean? It's just like one of those situations. Like, you can't just get rid of him. You can't just be like, nah, he's shit. It's like, we gotta cherish him. Hey! Hey! Hey, don't do that. No. Stop it. Hey. No, don't even. No. What? Hey. What? 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 Hey, get over here. No. Come here. Hey. Get over here. No, up here. Up here. Up here. No. 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 You good? Did you get it out? Did you get it out? Did you get it? No, evidently not. No. No. Your eyes are bugging, bro. Just think if, R4 for the otter's motherfucker. Just think if Zukov came face to face with an otter. It'd be more likely he'd come in face to face with a nutria than an otter. Or a beaver. But honestly, he'd probably get bitch made. Though, if anything, he's probably just hearing Bandit getting into some mischief outside. Ugh. I have to go to the bathroom real quick anyway, so. Are nutrias assholes? Not really. I've actually seen them in the daylight too before, and they were actually very skittish. Like at night, they're skittish as fuck, and they're mostly nocturnal from what I understand, and I actually saw one in the daytime once, and Same thing, skittish as fuck. Like, I think they're more or less wanting to avoid you more so than check you out. Otters are more playful. Yeah, I mean, depending on where you're at, I'm sure otters will actually be relatively more chill. They'll probably be more wary of you still anyway, because obviously wild animals ain't gonna necessarily want to hang out around you. Unless you've shown yourself to be friendly to them in some way. But even then. Here. Smoke bowl. Dog back.
Smartphone ringing, don't answer that. Heart start beating. Hit the battle tab if the military interferes. I'ma handle that. Strength to the left and the right, no friction. Prototype 0-point energy engine. One side of the planet to another in an instant. If the feds find me, they gon' put me in prison. Area 51 ain't got shit on me. Yeah, with up flying over cities, I'm a mystery. All eyes on me. I ascend from the sea, then zip away before they get a picture of me. What? Y'all ain't never gonna copyright like this. I ain't never gonna tell you where I find this. You would have to have the mind of a psychic. 9/11 levels of terror and cyber ISIS. Stole a UFO. And the government doesn't even know. I'll be hovering as I glow in the midst of the night in my UFO. I stole a UFO. I stole a UFO. I stole a UFO in the midst of the night in my UFO. It's all gloves off, it don't matter anymore. Flip on the warp drive, antimatter core. Light up the pipe, hot box the cockpit. Go need the gods to drop down to stop this. This ain't Roswell, I ain't planning on crashing. Higher than a hippie, uncontrollably laughing. Slowly succumbing to madness, flying to a black hole just to see what happens. One time for the spirits in the ether. Checkpoint at the pyramids of Giza. Yeah, boy, we can go and meet the Reaper. They deploy the Air Force, but can't keep up. Top secret, I stay unidentified under the radar till the minute I die. Mistaken for God by primitive life. You can see the cosmos when you look into my eyes. Stole a UFO, and the government doesn't even know. I'll be hovering as I glow in the midst of the night in my UFO. I stole a UFO. I stole a UFO. I stole a UFO in the midst of the night in my UFO. You are in violation of international law. Relinquish your stolen craft now if you wish to receive mercy from the UN. How nice. Transmission to the government. I found the mothership. I got the keys to the Ark of the Covenant. I know the secret you keep and I'm loving it. Y'all are weak in the mind, you can suck a dick. I am not like the rest, I'm just caught in the mess of your dark interest. I will not stop till you all confess. And if that's all you got, then I'm not impressed. Stop. Stole a UFO, and the government finally knows. I'm still hovering as I glow in the midst of the night in my UFO. I stole a UFO. I stole a UFO. I stole a UFO in the midst of the night in my UFO. Yeah, jerk away. I'm out. Head to Andromeda where they keep it real.
There's a mention of a Mass Effect wiki. That small planet that the Turians try to establish as training post or an Axvin car. But the Turians look like they mean business. What, Turians? Whoa. Damn. Yeah, they look like they made some business and shit. Whoa.
Why do I do this? Send the haters. I'll be waiting here with the incinerators. Tell me I'm a burner fun, it's scintillating. Life is just a game and I'm the simulator.
Franchise is visited distant future where humanity serve alien civilizations colonize Milky Way galaxies. Technology left behind in advanced precursor civilization. Cool. Damn, that does sound pretty fucking cool. So all around the same time, they all kind of discovered some ancient ass tech and shit, and were able to kind of like advance very rapidly around the same time and shit. That's colonizing the whole galaxy. That's pretty dope.
Send them all. waiting for? Send them all. Send them all. Send the haters. Visions that I witness keep me stimulated. Paint a picture in your mind like an illustrator.
Wonder if it has some Stargate tech or something. I don't know. I never played Stargate, so I don't know. Though I should. I heard a lot, some really good stuff up until Andromeda.
Stop your heart and starting with the defibrillators. Saying I'm impressed, I'll hear the ventilators. Call up bitch, college, you can get your major. Tell them that I sent you to admit your nature. Jacob Wayne, I'll hit you with the sickest banger. Making bets with Satan like a fiddle player. Y'all can't understand cause I'm a riddle sayer. I ain't eating Christ cause I ain't into waitress. Penis in your mama, she was quick to take it. Turned her on like a ROM in an emulator. Put the chronic in the bong like a minute later. Now I feel like King Kong, y'all can send the haters. I'll be waiting for them, send them all. I'll be waiting for them, send them all. Yeah, I'll be waiting for them, send them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how many games are in that whole Mass Effect. I know there's at least 3. Well, I guess 4. Games, yeah. Damn, it's a lot, actually. Mass Effect, Bring Down the Sky. Mass Effect Galaxy. Mass Effect Pinnacle. Pinnacle Station. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2. So it looks like there's like a lot of DLCs for Mass Effect 2. Then there's Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect Infiltrator. Get some different DLCs for that. Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So it looks like there's at least 4 or 5. Well, I guess some more like 6 or 7, counting these early ones. So Bring Down the Sky one. 2008. It was released. The mission takes place in Asgard system. I'll have to check out.
I hope you idiots are happy now. Now I got a new gaggle of clowns that I slap around. I'ma grab the gas and splash it on the ground and drop a match as I laugh where you at now. Kneel before the left, kneel before the right. Hoping for the best king, hoping for the right one. Hope you read the right books, hope you said the right prayers. Tell me I should find God, A's hiding right here. A mental construct stuck inside your head. Scared that when the day comes and you die, you're dead. Maybe you should think about your politics instead. Or maybe you should question all the shit that you've been fed. Maybe you're a socialist, maybe libertarian. New age bullshit, now you're vegetarian. Jump inside the ocean, now you're in Aquarius. You don't wanna know this, maybe you should bury it new.
Holy shit.
Bend the knee, it's tyranny.
What?
They won't save you, kneel.
Red Hot Chili Peppers' new album is released tomorrow. Oh, it's releasing tomorrow? Oh, that's cool. Dope. On Thursday.
Hop out that Lamborghini, like I'm so mean. You can't even see how your guts will leave you bleed. Back up the line, but you're shorty girl, make you should leave. Since some time, which is what we think to leave your needs. When you put it like this, I'll fuckers and kisses a kiss. Might feel like shits, might feel like shit when you text dismiss. You stand there just Told you what it was from the jump with this. We totally missed. I got another jump for the jump for this. No chance I risk. Never need your mom, I got too much biz. Cause still got switched. Been a couple months since I seen you, kid. I'm over this. The vibe like this is okay, we just stay friends. Will I still hit? I don't know, baby, it just depends. I know, baby, that just depends.
Lands had the wrong date. No. Oh, it's on the 1st, on Friday. Nice. This could be some dope shit. I have to take a gander and listen on that album. See if it's worth buying. If I do buy it, it might be the first Chili Peppers album I got. I'm surprised Logan hasn't said much about it.
Stacking. Yeah, I don't have to say I got my friends though. I'ma keep climbing and getting in front of you. What you gonna do when my face is inescapable? My stopping point was traceable. My movement is insatiable. Your life is like a gory hole.
I think I have all their albums. Jeez. I was like, burn that and make a little mixtape for me there, yo.
Pop a couple beans and I'm feeling pretty fly now. I forgot to swing a ride out. Never mind the broad girl throw it out. I'm the QB, you the wide out. So we show you on wide bar pass out. Pop the champagne, get the glass out. Time to pay the bill, finna cash out. Never have to count it, I just splash out. Back of the whip with your big bad ass out. Teacher never let the class out. Holy father about to hold the mass now. Showing you the ways that you mock me. My trees is feeling it's fiercely salty. Catch me riding on doubles. Shoot the wrong look, you in deep, deep trouble. Never pass a chance in the bubble. Never have a time to watch an MC fumble. I don't shoot the breeze. Don't approach you or talk unless you got cheese. Man, I key if you please. Lie down with my dog cause you bound to get fleas. Psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, yo, that blew me, yo, that blew me. Lie down with my dog cause you bound to get fleas.
Like as soon as that little lick came up, Zukov ran off. Lie down to the dog and bound to get fleas.
Psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, psycho, bitch, you thought you knew me, I'ma swipe right on a goth bitch, what? Bear beers nipples and she got a big butt. The devil in the eyes when she swallows this nut. She crazy in the mix, saying I'm a sick fuck. Cyborg, side bitch, 6 titties. Welcome to my world, you can trip with me. 9 a.m. all the way to 6:50. Told her that she need to slow down and she bit me. Time travel back to Sodom and Gomorrah. Grab my bag with the Bible and the Torah. Don't get mad when I'm biting to your door with a bunch of perm books. I sign them for you. I don't even rap, I just damn demons. I can see your email, expand your secrets. Yeah, and that mean bitch has believed it. I ain't even real, wake up and drill it. Psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, psycho, Gucci, yo, that blew me, yo, that blew me. Lie down with my dog, cause you bound to get fleas. Psycho, Gucci, psycho,
Baby.
Gucci, psycho, Gucci, psycho, bitch, you thought you knew me.
Do you get the fleas, boy? Because lie down if you ain't bound to get them. Probably not.
Y'all wanna hear
You actually don't have any at all in a while.
Let me tell you something. I drink milk.
Which is some good stuff right there. Just good, healthy boy.
The fuck you gonna do about it? I drink milk. All day, all
No
night.
worms, no fleas. Good shit.
Yo, mama. Hey. I'm coming through busting that EBT. Got the milk with me and I need to eat. When I drink milk, homie, I breathe the beast. Still innocent cow milk so easily.
See if there's any other random show on the tube real quick.
I drink milk for the
No, I'll probably wrap it up here.
Milk any time of the season. Drink milk for no goddamn reason. Milk. You ain't messing with this rhyme. Drink milk, I ain't snitching like 6ix9ine. Y'all don't drink milk, y'all pussy. Dog, y'all ain't real, you a would-be. Y'all know I'm a baller. Pulling up full of milk in an old Impala. Got a whole fridge full of milk. Got your girl's titties full of that milk. I drink milk. Shit, I'm dead serious. Milk. You got a problem with that? I drink milk.
Oh my god, there was just...
Milk. I check it.
legit like a good chunk of the fucking like feed on YouTube is just about that fucking slap. Like, god damn it. I love how the internet is still having like a hardcore salivation fest over that. It's like, good lord. Like, it's been like a couple days now at this point. Like, I think we could chill. You know what I mean? Can't avoid it. I know, dude. It's like I kind of already said what I have to say, so I just don't care anymore. It's like you think people will have the same like I'm literally seeing like both sides, you know, of different shit. Like Dill Burns has like Will Smith justified, and like a lot of people are just like, nah, it's bullshit, blah blah blah. It's like, oh my god, why? Who cares? Why am I getting recommended all this shit? It's like all this random shit. Like, come on. Like, I saw Kyle's video about it, like, kind of, like, 2 minutes of his 19 fucking minute video of it, and that was, like, literally about as far as I'm about to go with it. So, it's like, good lord. Definitely can't avoid it. But I guess there just isn't that much, like, other shit going on, I guess. So everyone's just like, yeah, the slap that was heard around the world. It's like, oh my god, bro. And that's what's basically been kind of coined at this point. Like, a lot of different circles I've seen it coin it as is basically the slap that's heard around the world. It's like, oh my god, wow. It's just been, like, within hours it was memed. Like, I'm seeing memes of it, and the memes I actually find funny, but pretty much literally everything else, like, oh, God. I don't care. I'll do cheek claps on my rock, bro. On my rock, bro. Oh, my God. I hope that guy's still trolling on. I hope that dude is doing good. I do cheek claps on my rock, bro. Oh, my God. I love it. Anyway, I think I'll call it good for the rest of this lovely little fun evening and all that good shit. But of course, be around for that next one. I'm almost done with my 6 days of work straight. I'm actually about halfway there now. Yay! Almost done. So, ugh. Not as strange as I thought it would be, though, at least. So, that's good. Anyway, peace out, and I'll be around for that next one.